Welcome to the course video where I'm going to talk about mindset. And I know that it's kind of a cheesy thing to say, especially for me. I don't really like to talk about mindset that much, even though mindset is incredibly important. Just nowadays, it's so cliche with all these motivational gurus out there talking about mindset. But there's a relative, I call it kind of almost like expectations, right? I think you need to have certain expectations whenever you go into something so then you can be best prepared and know how to adapt and know what to do and how to overcome obstacles that inevitably you will face, especially in YouTube automation. And so in this video, I want to go over mindset that you need to have going into this so you can prepare better than everybody else. Because it's not like some get rich quick thing. It's not some easy thing where it's just set and go. That's not YouTube automation, right? And there's really no other way to do it except putting actual work into it. If you try to find anything that can make you 6 figures a year, good luck doing so. That requires zero effort at all, right? Now, for me, I'm at a point now where my channel's literally run on its own for only maybe about an hour or so a week, right? And so I'm in a really good position, but it didn't start that way. It started with me having to put a lot of hours. I would put about 8, sometimes 10 hours a day into my craft to get it going because I didn't have the money to hire other people early on in the very beginning to do the videos for me. And I had to slowly work my way up to be where I am today. And so what I'm going to do is in this course, first off, it will give you a lot of systems and stuff that will help you skip the line of the amount of effort I had to figure out along the way. All the systems that is in this course, pretty much almost all of it was created by me and me trying to figure it out along the way. And so I had to put a lot of man hours into this to come up with the systems, but I'm literally just giving it over to you. And so that can speed up your timeline on how long it takes you to possibly get to the 6-figure mark. However, that doesn't mean it's going to be super easy either. It still will take some effort. It'll be easier than what I went through, but it'll still take some effort. And so I don't want you to go into this thinking it's going to be some get rich quick easy thing, because that's just not reality. And I think too many people have those expectations when they go into anything for that matter, but definitely YouTube automation because of the name YouTube automation. So here's some tips I have when it comes down to the mindset you need to have going into this to be best prepared and have the best chance of success. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is having a long-term thinking mindset. So you have to be long-term about this, all right? This is not some short-term thing. This is not going to happen in 3-4 months, maybe even 6 months, maybe 8 months. It's not going to happen that fast. The truth is YouTube takes time, especially if you're a beginner. And so when you go into this, you cannot make up your mind and say, I'm going to give this 3 months, and if it doesn't work out in 3 months, I'm going to quit. That's not the way you go about it, because here's the truth about it. If you quit after 3, even 6 months, let's say, and you make up your mind, I'm going to go for 6 months at this, and then I'm going to quit if it doesn't work out, what's going to happen is now you're setting in your mind going forward, anything you ever try for the rest of your life, you're only going to give it a 6-month deadline, and you're going to quit at that mark. And the truth is, guys, sometimes based on what I've seen from my friends and from my own channels, it is sometimes in the moments where you want to quit the most is when it starts growing and your YouTube channel actually starts to take off, which is hilarious to think about, but it's almost all the time. Right when I want to quit on a YouTube channel, the YouTube channel starts to grow. And so what I'm trying to show you and trying to explain to you is you need to take time and go into this with the mindset long term, knowing that no matter what, I'll make it work. I'll keep working at it. I'll adapt. Okay? Because here's the thing that people mess up on. They don't go into the mindset with, I'll adapt, which is the important thing. You need to go into the mindset with, as I go, if we hit obstacles, I'll adapt. That's the way to solve it. I'll adjust strategies. I'll test something else within the same industry. I won't just give up and move to a new industry. Most people, they give up the entire industry. For example, YouTube automation. They will quit completely on YouTube automation and try the next hot thing. And I'm telling you, that's not going to go anywhere, all right? And you're going to keep doing that cycle over and over again, right? The most successful people, the most successful clients I've had are the ones who stuck with it, even when it was hard to stick with it, and they stuck with it for a long period of time, right? Some people, even with us, they stuck over 18 months before they finally started making good money, all right? So you got to be in the mindset of do whatever it takes to make it happen. That's the mindset that's going to guarantee your success. All right, the next thing let's talk about. Constantly learn new things and don't be afraid to test them out. Here's the issue that everybody runs into is that they're not willing to learn more and more and more, and they're also not willing to test new things because they're afraid of the thing that they're doing now, and if it's already working or it's not, whatever it may be, they're not willing to test new things. And the truth is, guys, YouTube is about testing. You know, I've been around some of the biggest YouTube creators out there like Mr. Beast, Preston Plays, all these other big YouTubers with millions of subscribers, and sitting down with their team and seeing how they analytically go through all this. They are constantly testing and adapting new ideas and new angles of content because they want to see what would get more traction than the other. Now, because of that, sometimes one video that they post is going to flop worse than they've ever seen before. But on the flip side, there's that 1 out of 10 chance that they upload a video and that one video changes the landscape of their future business and YouTube channel, and everything starts to take off on a big level. That's what you need to be going through. You need to be testing constantly. Don't be afraid to lose a video and have that video not go viral. Don't be afraid about a video not going viral. The truth is, guys, not as like in every channel that you see, almost every channel that you see, every video doesn't technically go viral. If you actually study, it's usually the 80-20% rule. 20% of the videos that you upload on your channel will make up the majority of the revenue for your channel. I've had a lot of channels where they'll get about 10 million views on one video and the rest of them get about maybe 300, 500K views, but that 10 million viewed video on that one video set the record straight and revenue-wise to support the rest of the videos that maybe flopped. And so you got to understand that it's the 80-20 rule. And so the only way you get to that 80-20 is if you're constantly testing and trying new things. So then you can finally get that 20% to take over and support the entire rest of the channel. My next tip is learn what already works. Too many YouTube creators are afraid to go out there and copy and edit a little bit to make it better of what other people already did that actually worked. Now, there is a level of that you have to be creative. That definitely you need to be a little bit creative with YouTube. But there's also a level where you can use something that already is working, or a pattern, or some type of series that's already working for someone else, and see if you can do it yourself and make it better, right? That's just how YouTube works. It's almost impossible to come up with something 100% original because everybody on YouTube has already done practically everything, right? And so they're all kind of like taking a little bit of something from everybody. And so it's okay to use a little bit of an idea from here or there or whatever. That's part of the game. But you want to make sure whatever you do take, it's already working out there. Too many people are modeling their videos after a channel that only gets 1,000 views a video. That you're not going to expect more than 1,000 views a video if you do that. And so you need to be modeling after videos and channels who are getting huge amounts of views that you want to get yourself. Those are the people you got to learn from and model after. My next tip is don't aim to be perfect, just aim to be better. Okay, so here's the issue with every YouTube creator I've ever sat down with, every single one, including myself. When I sit down with them, I constantly hear the same thing where they want to make their videos the best ever, which is great, and they want to make it perfect though. So every little thing they're trying to tweak, which is good, but here's the issue. If it takes you 1 month just to get a video out, I'm sorry, but that's too long. You just need to try to get it going as fast as possible, assuming you're improving every day. Right now, here's my mindset with it. If you create a video and then you create another video, and that second video is not slightly by 1 or 10% better than the previous video, then cancel it, work on it, go back and edit it, and then post it once it's 10% or so better. That's all you can expect out of yourself. Don't expect it to be the best video you've ever seen on the YouTube platform. The truth is, guys, you're at almost at that point, you're gonna be at a losing loss because, like I said, it'll take you too long just to post a video, right? And the name of the game with YouTube is two different things. Obviously, there's a level of it where you definitely need to have quality. That's a big factor, have a quality video. But the other factor is consistency. You need to be uploading a lot of different content, right? If you're only uploading once a month, you're not really going to grow. And so that's why I'm just saying, try not to be perfect, just try to get better over time. All right, the next one is don't expect millions of dollars. The truth is, guys, there's a lot of people who make millions of dollars on YouTube, yes. But compared to the amount of people who try to make YouTube happen but failed, I mean, there are the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Now, does that mean you can't make millions of dollars? Absolutely, you can make millions of dollars, but here's the issue with it. If you go into it the mindset only that you want to make millions of dollars and that's it, the truth is it would take you a long time to get there. And I don't even know if you would get there because your mind is so attached to the money that it's not attached to the process of learning and developing your skill sets in YouTube. Now, on the flip side, I've had a lot of people get to 6 figures. I think if you make it to 6 figures on YouTube, you're doing very good for yourself. And honestly, that's all you can really expect and be happy about. 6 figures can give you a great lifestyle, okay? But what I'm saying is if you want to get to the 7-figure mark, you have to be playing the game at a completely different level. Right? When it comes down to the 7-figure mark, you're talking about videos that will cost you about $1,000 per video sometimes to get to that level of quality and standards. And obviously the average person does not have $1,000 per video to post and hope it goes viral. And so what you need to do is start small and work your way up, which actually leads to our other tip that I have, which is do small actions and it will slowly build itself up. As you do small little actions, right, and you slowly work your way from $20 a video, then you can work up to $50, then $70, and then slowly work your quality and standards up on your videos, the more momentum will start to come towards you. But if you have, let's say, a $20,000, let's say you have $20,000 on the sidelines that you're ready to deploy into this business model and you have zero experience, the truth is, guys, you're going to burn through that cash very, very fast because you're not slowly working your way up, right? You're going to spend $1,000 on one video here and there, but the truth is if you don't have the right strategies and experience in place, you don't even know how to get that video off the ground in the first place, right? So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. The millions of dollars will come with a lot more experience. The guys who I know who make millions from YouTube, all of us have one thing in common. We've been doing it for over 5 years. So understand that it takes a lot of experience and time. And so just aim for the little steps. The first thing you should be doing is the goal should be making $1,000 a month. Awesome. Now it's $2,000. Now it's $5,000. And slowly work your way up. All right. My final tip for the mindset is don't make content that you enjoy. Make content that other people and viewers want to watch that you can get knowledgeable on. Here's the issue I always see people do. They make content that they would watch, not content that the average person would watch. The truth is, guys, yes, there's niches on YouTube that is for practically everything. But the truth is, what you want, exactly what you want to watch, may not be exactly what other people want to watch. And if you're trying to get a ton of views, which usually equates to a lot of money, the truth is you got to be going a little bit more out there and finding what people want to watch and want to consume and make content for them rather for yourself. Because then at that point you're playing to an audience of one person, yourself. But if you're making content that you know guaranteed people want to watch more of it because on YouTube you're seeing millions of views on other people's videos about the same topic, then in that case you're playing a good game because now you're playing to please the audience of millions of people, which could equate to a lot of money down the road. And so what you need to be doing is focusing on getting knowledgeable in the niches that you kind of enjoy that a lot of people are watching and want to consume. All right, that's the number one tip I actually have out of all of these. Because in my honest opinion, out of all of the failures I've seen on YouTube, it's people who make content just for themselves and don't think about the viewer at all and what the viewer wants to see. And that's the mindset you gotta be going into it. So, thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next course video.